So if you thought the relationship web on The Bold and the Beautiful couldn't get any more tangled, well,
Oh, it's about to.
it really is. The sources we're looking at today suggest we are about to see a masterclass in manipulation. We're doing a deep dive into what some are calling the scheme of the Forrester hearts.
And it is a fascinating, fascinating mess. You've got RJ Forrester, Will Spencer, Electra Forrester, and then this newcomer, Dylan, all in the mix.
A total collision course.
It really is. And we have a specific ignition point coming up that week of February 2nd through the 6th. The spoilers say this is when Dylan meets RJ for the very first time.
Which sounds so harmless, right? Just an introduction.
On paper, yes. But the context here suggests this meeting is basically the match that's going to light the whole powder keg.
Yeah, normally when two characters meet, the question is, will they date? But here, it feels like the real question is, will they conspire?
Exactly. And the theory we're unpacking is that RJ and Dylan, they're not just going to become friends. They're about to form a strategic alliance.
One designed specifically to, just blow up the romance between Will and Electra.
To understand why they'd go that far, you really have to look at the raw motivation. RJ is not some neutral party here.
Not at all.
The source material really hammers this home. It says he was smitten right off the bat with Electra. That kind of feeling, it doesn't just evaporate because she picks someone else.
And he has to see his rival, Will, with the girl he wants. That's got to be agonizing.
Right. But Dylan isn't just some random person he can recruit. She has serious skin in this game because of her connection to Will.
And that's the pivotal emotional hook, isn't it?
It is. It's not just a casual friendship. The sources point to one specific, really heavy moment where Will completely breaks down in front of her.
We're talking real vulnerable tears.
Yes. And that creates this immediate, very powerful emotional tether between them.
Which is huge for a Spencer man. That kind of vulnerability, it's like glue. So you've got RJ, who's desperate for Electra, and on the other side, Dylan, who seems to hold this deep emotional key to Will.
But they can't just launch a scheme in plain sight.
No way. They've got Ivy Forrester and Electra watching Dylan like hawks. If she so much as breathes in Will's direction, alarms are going to go off.
And that's the beauty of the theory. If you need the chaperones to back off, what do? You create a decoy. You have to look occupied so you stop being a threat.
This is where the spoilers point to the classic fake dating trope. And honestly, it's kind of genius.
It really is.
If RJ and Dylan stage a romance, suddenly Dylan isn't a threat to Electra's relationship anymore. She's just RJ's girlfriend.
Right. Ivy lets her guard down, Electra can relax. And all the while, RJ and Dylan are basically hiding in plain sight. They're spending all this time together publicly.
While privately coordinating every single move to drive a wedge between Will and Electra. And the rationalization is so easy for them to make.
Oh, completely. RJ tells himself he's the better man for Electra. Dylan thinks she's, saving Will from a bad match?
In their heads, they're not homewreckers. They're just fixing a mistake. They're framing the sabotage as this act of benevolence.
They get to be the heroes of their own story. But here's the problem with that narrative.
There's always a problem.
Always. You have two people spending all this time together, bonding over a shared secret, laughing about how well they're fooling everyone, and that psychological line between fake and real starts to blur incredibly fast.
It's the classic danger zone. You spend weeks whispering in corners, you're plotting, pretending to be in love for an audience, and then you look up one day and realize, wait a minute, I'm not pretending anymore.
And suddenly the person you were trying to win back, you don't even want them.
That's the twist the spoilers are hinting at. It creates this fascinating paradox where if their scheme actually works and they break up Will and Electra,
RJ and Dylan might just realize they've accidentally fallen for their co-conspirator.
The ultimate messy partner swap. They get exactly what they planned for, only to find out the plan completely changed them.
Which leaves us with a lot to watch for in that first week of February. The second RJ and Dylan shake hands, you should know that the clock starts ticking on Will and Electra's peace of mind.
So as you watch this all unfold, you just have to remember that in this world, an introduction is almost never just an introduction.
It's the opening move in a very aggressive game of chess. And it leaves us with a final question to sort of chew on. In the game of romantic manipulation, can you ever really control who falls for whom? Or does the act of scheming together always create a bond that's stronger than the one you were trying to steal?
So stay tuned and subscribe for more spoilers from Young and the Restless.